Hey Tim, hello everyone else and welcome back to For Running Shoes, the show here on YouTube where myself and you Tim, we talk about our running journey and we document it and we talk about running things, and today I'm going to give you a bit of a review on my last week and I'd like to talk to you about where I'd like to go with my running. So let's actually start the video with reviewing the last week. We'll start with the easy run on Monday.
It's Monday, I just got home from my easy run, really quite pleasant. 4 kilometers. I don't know, the last kilometer I ran in 5 minutes 30-second pacing. The rest were a little quicker than that, but I was really trying to slow it down. Like, I started out running 5:04 and I was like, well, we've got to pull it back a bit because this is an easy run. So it felt really comfortable. My legs are feeling fantastic, so we'll follow it up with a bit more of an intense longer run tomorrow.
And then we'll have our slightly harder run on Tuesday.
It's Tuesday, just got back from my 6 kilometer run. Took it a little bit harder than the day before. So I ran just over 6Ks in just under 4 minute and 50-second pacing. So I was kind of somewhere between 4 minutes 45, 4 minutes 50 per kilometer. So happy with that. And we'll have a day off tomorrow. Legs are feeling fantastic. I'm feeling really healthy. Lots of improvements since the last few weeks. So good stuff.
Had a rest day on Wednesday and then I had my Thursday run.
It's Thursday. I really didn't feel like running today. I got home and it had been a long day at work. Had some PD day, which was really good, but meant I was sitting down all day. I'd been snacking pretty well all day, so I was feeling really lethargic and I had a bit of a headache as well. Probably for not drinking enough water, probably for eating too much sugar. So I was really feeling quite dreadful when I got home. But I feel so much better after the run. I think running is just so good for our health and our mental health as well. So it was really nice just on that side of things. So it was good to have the run. Okay, so the actual run, so I ran just over 7 kilometers. It felt really comfortable. I was pushing a little bit today, so I did it in 4 minutes and 40-second pacing. 4 minute 46-second pacing, and it felt really comfortable. My legs are feeling fantastic. It did get dark partway through. I thought I had more daylight left than I did, but it's still that time of year here in Melbourne, so that's all right. So that's all good. Rest day tomorrow and we'll have our long run on Saturday.
It was a good pace on Thursday, then I had a rest day on Friday, and then I had my long run on Saturday.
It's Saturday, just ran my long run for the week. So 10 kilometers today. It was an evening run, so I did bring the head torch the first half. Didn't need it. I turned it on for the last 3 kilometers, which is good. So 10 kilometers today in just over 5 minute per kilometer pacing, which started out running faster than that. So I was running 4:40 for the first half, thereabouts. And I did slow down towards the end. I wasn't feeling too comfy. Not my legs were feeling fine. I've eaten a lot today and I didn't want to be sick. I didn't want to push myself that hard either today. So I did slow down a little bit there, which felt really comfy in the end. So my legs are feeling great. I'm feeling good. And rest day tomorrow and we'll start the week afresh on Monday.
And my Saturday run was by myself, and I was noticing that it was harder to run fast without running with somebody. So that's just an interesting little observation, which I'm looking forward to getting back to running with you again, Tim. At some point in the future, whenever that may be, I'm not really sure yet. It's a bit hard to tell. It's time to talk about long-term goals, and I've spoken before about short-term goals, and we've both shared our short-term goals, what we'd like to do for the very next week. And I've spoken about how it's important to have these long-term goals to maintain motivation and to just stick at it. But I haven't talked about what specifically my long-term goals are. So now that I have re-entered running, I've been running pretty solidly for about 2 months, and I've built up to be running, I'm getting 25, 27 kilometers a week. I can start doing a little bit more with that. And running goals could be many different things. It could be aiming for a specific distance, just being able to run it. It could be running in certain times, specific distance in certain times. So what do I want to do? Tim, we have been involved in running park runs in the past. And for those of you who've never done or heard of Parkrun is a great international organisation which is in recess at the moment because we can't run publicly with lots of large groups of people at the current time in 2020. But it's a timed 5 kilometer run, and they keep track of your data, which is all kept track with these barcodes that you use. It's absolutely fantastic. And I really got a good taste for running 5 kilometers during that. But I've never reached a sub 20 minute 5 kilometer. And one of my goals is to be able to do that. To do that, I need to run for 5 kilometers at less than 4-minute pacing. And I'm still a ways off doing that. You know, the mile that I ran a couple of weeks ago just to test out how fast I could run, only 1.6 Ks, I did that in about 4 minutes and 15-second pacing, and that was only for a 1 mile. So that's 1.6 kilometers out of 5 kilometers. I'm gonna need to get faster. That's probably my biggest and, for me, the most challenging goal in the next little while. The other one that I've got is to be able to run a half marathon again this year. I have run half marathons in the past. I went through a period of time when my long run was a 20 or 21 kilometer run, but it's been a few years since doing that, and I'd really love to be back at that place. And that doesn't seem as daunting in my mind because I've already done it. And so I know it's very possible, and if I continue to add kilometers to my week, it's going to happen again soon. But running 5 kilometers in less than 20 minutes, that's really something which I'm building up in my mind because it's something I've never been able to do, and I really need to improve my speed to be able to do that. And I suppose that's a good time to start talking about my next week's goals. So far, my runs have just been focusing on adding distance. So I've been adding, about 2 kilometers a week for the last couple of months. I'm now up to running 25, 27 kilometers a week. It's time for me to start adding some different kind of training to my week. So my running schedule plan for next week, my goal, and thank you for sharing your running schedule last week, Tim. I thought that was really helpful. And I use the schedule as well. I really think that it's very helpful to plan out your runs in advance, especially as you're adding distance, because you don't want to be doing 3 days in a row of 5 kilometers to make up the distances. It's not good for your body when you're adding that distance initially. So I think running with a schedule is really helpful. So my schedule for this week, I'm going to run an easy 4 kilometers on Monday just to ease into the week. Tuesday, I'm going to run a comfortable 7 kilometer run, and then Wednesday will be a rest day. Thursday, I'm going to have an interval run. So I'm going to run probably 7 kilometers in the end of interval training. I'll start with a couple of kilometers fairly easy, and then I will just start having the probably 30-second intervals where I'd run at a much harder pace for 30 seconds, then ease back for a minute, and etc. Then I run another 10 kilometer run at the end of the week, possibly 11. We'll see how I'm feeling. I want to add another 1 or 2 kilometers this week, so I think that'll be having me up to adding 1 at my current plan, 2 if I run 11 kilometers on the weekend. We'll see how we go. And that is my plan for going forward. So we're mixing up the training, going to add some intervals, and hopefully that's going to see my speed over the next month or so increase. Because I'd like to be able to run faster than 4-minute pacing for at least 5 kilometers. And that's where we'll leave it for today. Tim, I'd love to know what your long-term goals are. And thank you very much for watching this video. If you haven't already subscribed to 4 Running Shoes, please do so. We're going to be real and talking about our running journey, and we'd love to have you along for the ride and to keep us accountable. Let me know what you thought about this video in the comments below, and with that like button. Thanks once again for watching, and I'll see you next time.